What the eyes get some people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP. Random news generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga games. Random news. RNG. Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG. Random news.
Real nigga games.
Samurai Black. D-Ring.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG. Random news. Random news generator.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RNG Radio, episode 79. We got your host, D-Ray and Samurai Black. Ham, how are you doing this fine Sunday morning?
I am good. Got some good sleep. Woke up this morning. My kids were awake early-ish hell this morning too. So we decided to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Secret of the Ooze.
Okay.
1990, yeah. Laid up and watching that one. So it's a good morning. Good start to the morning. I'm just you're gonna see me continue looking to my side because I'm waiting for my coffee to be.
I
haven't had a coffee yet, so I've been like,
I feel you,
every
bro.
time I hear something, I'm like,
Mine is right here. Nody gang, what's going on, Ghost? Nody came late. Yeah, did it? I mean, you only like we just started, right? You good? You just missed the intro. That's it. It's all good. But you know, Twitch notifications suck ass anyway. So thank you for showing up, Ghost. Always a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, other than that, I'm good, man. Gonna relax today, make some chicken wings.
Nice
And,
for the game,
my
the big
girl-
game, the game that's more important than the Super Bowl game. It is, and you know it. It is, and you know it. This is
What, the AFC? You
okay. No, not the AFC Championship. The Chiefs versus Baltimore.
yes,
Yeah. The Chiefs versus Baltimore.
This game, I hope it's good.
I hope it's a good game. I hope it's a good game. I don't foresee either of these teams getting blown out. Like I don't really see that happen. We root for Lamar. We root for Lamar. It's a split. It's a split household here.
Tony too. Yeah, the Chiefs lost Kadarius Toney. So,
because the way bro, the way they were holding off on paying him, bro, it's like, come on, bro, because that was like almost not last second of like right before preseason, but it was really close. Okay, so it was
last second. They was like, okay, yeah, we're gonna pay you. They was like, all right,
Killer Trav all the way. Listen, I love Travis Kelce, but chill. He's just on the wrong team this time. Okay, so first of all, I've always liked Travis Kelce. Like I'll never call him Killer Trav. Like that.
Nobody calls him that. First of all, that sounds like some shit Taylor Swift would call him.
I swear. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it was. But it'll be a good game. Fingers crossed this will be a good game. My sister is a big Chiefs fan. And this is before Patrick Mahomes. Like her oldest son, like his one of his like little league football teams were the Chiefs, and that's when like he had a breakout year. So she's always been a Chiefs fan since then. And then my mom is always, just like every black person's mom has been a Baltimore Ravens fan because of Ray Lewis. So I have a sister. Dude, I have two sisters. I have an older sister and a younger sister. Chill, Ghost.
I was gonna say
but yeah, so like I don't even know if they talking today, so we'll see how that plays out, because I know, bro, last week right after Chiefs won, my oldest, she sent a text to the group chat. It's like, Mom, we should go to the game. My mom, she actually looked up tickets to the game, and she's like, nah, bro, I ain't got that kind of bread. So it's not even that. There's obviously that, but then the hotels, like that, because like so you got to get out there, you gotta have a place to stay, and you gotta pay. Nah, bro,
and you gotta eat.
Ain't nobody wants your sister. Hey man, listen, I'm just saying the way I read that text message, I don't know, bro. I don't know. So
I would have took it as disrespect. I would have said the same thing. I'm on your side, dear. I would have said the same thing, nigga. Don't ask. Don't worry about it, all right? You guys, listen, don't worry about it, all right? That's no how.
Ham got a couple sisters too, though.
See, why you gotta do shit like that? That ain't none of his business. All right.
Anyway, so we have a lot of topics we want to cover, so let's go ahead and get into it. A lot of them are gonna be quick though, so like we won't have to spend too much time on some of them. But first and foremost, we do want to talk about Twitch. So Twitch has been in the news a lot, obviously, but this is a W. I think this is a W. So they came out with that Twitch Plus program late last year. And it got kind of like some bad feedback because it was only for partners, and even for the partners, like you still had to average like 350 subscribers to even potentially qualify for it. But once you qualified for it, you were in it for a year. So remember that, like that was a big part, is that you were guaranteed to be in it for a year, and that's when you got that higher Twitch revenue split for your subs. So they're revamping it. And some of the changes are taking effect immediately. Some of the changes are taking effect a little bit later. So, first and foremost, the Prime subs, Prime subs are now going to count towards that point number, because before they said it was only paid subs. So I thought that was a big one. That was a big one. So like that got pushed through. All the changes are there for you on screen. So there's that. They have it at a tiered system now. So instead of just being the 350, it's starting, the first tier is starting at 100. So 100 concurrent subs will allow you to qualify for the Plus program. And then with the 100 subs, obviously you see it's the 60-40 split for them. And then once you hit the 350, that's when you get the 70, the infamous
700.
They dropped it to 300.
Yeah, 70-30 at 300 plus points.
There you go, perfect. So
for affiliates and partners.
I just gotta, I have to read it. Yeah, and because it's affiliates too. Yeah, because I don't know, I don't know if you've watched people that have tried to apply for the program, but a lot of time there's definitely some creators that get denied because they're like, hey, listen, like you've been rated a lot, or hey, a lot of your subs are Prime subs and not like paid subs. So that's gonna help a lot for people. So I think a lot of these changes are big dubs for Twitch. I'm excited for them. For sure.
They're removing that 100K cap too. That's actually
that was a big one. So obviously that doesn't affect a ton of people, but the big makers for Twitch, yeah, like I know they're ecstatic with that one.
Woo! We gonna get there. All right.
Hey, listen. We trying.
There, all right.
We trying, bro. We trying for real. So big W for Twitch. Probably like the only W in a long time, I feel like, bro, because it's
only time we're gonna agree with something you do.
It's like been a minute, bro.
Everybody's like, we can't say anything bad about that. All right, we're good.
Yeah, no, dude, Ghost. I've got an older sister, a younger sister, and 2 younger brothers. We run deep.
Yeah, he's just literally the same as me.
Yeah.
Kyle is the same as me. I have an older sister, a younger sister.
Our middle brothers are if Ham talks about family, our middle brothers are the same. So there you go.
Exactly the same.
His middle brothers got mine beat a little bit.
No, and you know what's funny too is that even the youngest brother, our youngest brothers are the exact same, the cool ones. The cool ones are exactly the same, bro.
Yeah, Twitch need to fight. They do, man. They and honestly, Ghost, this is nice. It ain't enough. They got to keep going. Twitch needs a few more W's this year, man. Like for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like this is good enough around the board. The board, especially now that they're doing all this shit for affiliates too, not just partners. That's big.
Yeah, that's a big one. Look at
the side by side. He got it.
It's a good one, right? So, and I didn't know this. I had no idea this was happening. But they are remaking Roadhouse, dude. This is a funny movie for me, but they're remaking Roadhouse. Jake Gyllenhaal is doing it. As you can see, we got a side by side for Patrick Swayze, Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm
gonna say this right now.
Jake, wash my ass, Gyllenhaal.
Exactly. Jake nasty mud butt Gyllenhaal. That's what we're gonna call him. I'm just gonna say this though: if you say Roadhouse and you don't quote Family Guy, there's something wrong with you, bro. There's something wrong with you, bro.
That's such a good episode. Every time I say it, so there's 2 things I think of. So first, I think of the Family Guy episode, but specifically when they're driving, when he's doing the turns. Like that's the specific scene I see in my head every single time. But
Oh
second,
shit.
so I hadn't seen Roadhouse until I was actually at Purdue. I was at college. So I was at my buddy's my buddy Spencer's house, and we were watching Roadhouse, and like he's like, "You want to watch Roadhouse?" I was like, "I don't know, I've never seen it." He's like, "Oh, bet." So he goes in the kitchen and brings out a giant bottle of bourbon. He's like, "All right, we're about to watch Roadhouse." Like, what the fuck is this for? He's like, every time they say Roadhouse or I thought you'd be bigger, we were taking shots, bro.
Oh, y'all was drunk.
We
Y'all
was gone, bro.
y'all was drunk.
We were out of there, bro. Oh man. Oh, dude, we did that a few times too, bro.
We're lucky Kyle's alive today. Yes.
It's there's some instances where like I definitely drank too much. 100%, 100%. But Roadhouse
but
trailer
I'm
is out.
talking,
Go ahead.
bro, trailer looks good. I'm
Trailer
not like
looks good. Trailer looks good. So me
Okay,
and him were kind of talking about it.
go ahead. Yeah,
The
yeah.
vibes definitely feel different. I don't even want to say they feel off. I just want to say they feel different. It's definitely a different vibe for this movie. 100%.
Like, and I think that, but you know what it is? I think it just atones to like, if you think about when these movies came out, and
that's exactly what I was gonna say. Yep.
and the action we consider action movies. You know what I mean? Like, because back then this 100% flew by as an action movie. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme doing like Kickboxer and stuff like that. Like, you had it. Patrick Swayze came out with this. It was like a little action flick. We'll give it to you like that. Now the action flicks are definitely more intense. I guess you would say, because like
more continuous. Like there's
yes,
like
and,
yeah.
And the fights, like even in the fights, like they're definitely like more like brutal. Like it's not as like I guess you can not flamboyant is a word. Like, because like back then, like people would get kicked. They're very like WWE, you know what I mean? Very extra. They're
Yeah.
like,
Hella
flip
extra.
over the countertop. Like this one, it's gonna be more like blood flying all over the place, getting beat up. You know what I mean? But I'm excited for it. I mean,
I'm excited for it because, so like I said, the trailer's out. Definitely watch the trailer. The story looks about the same. Fighter comes down to be a bouncer.
I should have made him my fucking. I should have made him my damn background today.
So
fucking,
yeah. So trailers out. Go watch it, and then fuck, what's his name? Oh my god, why am I spaced on his name? I'm pissed.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah,
Conor
thank
McGregor
you. Connor seems to be like is the big bad. Like they're gonna have like the
big bad. He's the muscle of the big bad. He's gonna be the big fight. You know he's gonna be the
that's
big
gonna be like the end fight. Yeah. So, and they showed a little teaser of the end fight too. Yeah, like it's a big one. It's a big one. It's definitely something I'm
You know what
watch.
it gives me? You know what that end fight little thing gave me? Never back down.
Thank God. I thought you were about to say. I thought you were about to say The Rock and Vin Diesel and Fast whatever, bro. I was like, nah, bro, please don't do that. Okay, but no. I'm down with that.
When they done in the fight and they went out into the parking lot and they were slamming each other in the cars. And stuff,
I'm excited. I'm excited. So we'll see. Nose is tickling. I'm gonna have to sneeze here pretty soon. And then continuing on, guys, the watch parties are coming back. Invincible season 2 part 2 starts again on March 14th, so mark your calendars. If you guys are new here, we were doing watch parties on Fridays for the Invincible episodes, and then obviously the season got cut in half, went on hiatus, and we are coming back March 21st. So make sure to tune in on that coming Friday, and we will continue watching Invincible. If you guys, and honestly, like if you want to, I'm completely fine with. So how many episodes did we get through? Like 6, maybe?
No.
Like, was it 5?
4.
Was it only 4? Was it really only 4? Dude, that sucks. Anyway, so what I was thinking is that 4 Fridays before then, like we could start watching the episodes again, so they get everybody caught back up. Okay, Ghost says it was 4. Okay, so yeah, it feels like it was more than 4. But anyway, if you guys want to do that. I'm down for that. So
what day does it start again?
So it starts March 21st. So that Friday.
No, March 22nd. March 22nd.
Is it? So yeah. So March 22nd is when we would start watching it. So I'm saying that on what is
so like
so I'm saying on February 23rd. That gives us 4 Fridays before the 22nd.
Okay.
start rewatching Invincible season 2. So
For sure.
I'm down for
No,
that if
'cause
you
I'm
guys are. So like
yeah,
we'll
I'm
we'll,
down.
we'll kind of
I'm down for that.
we'll kind of toss it
I just
around.
might not. I might
Miss
hopefully
an
I get it.
episode or so.
Well, that 22nd is the day we're moving. That's like we're moving those 3 days.
Oh, nah. Just move early, bro. Just move early. Just get this
Oh
shit done.
yeah, I wish
Yeah,
I
get
can.
No, I'm saying like move early in the day.
Oh yeah, but I just want to make sure like my internet and everything will be set up
Oh
over
yeah,
there.
true.
Like that, so.
That sucks.
But yeah,
Anyway,
that's
we'll figure it
later
out. We'll
tonight.
figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah,
Yeah. Yes,
Invincible
Invincible's coming
season 2
back.
part 2
I
coming
need to
back.
see Battle Beast. I need Battle Beast.
I mean, you're moving next door. It's at least across the street. Come on now.
No, it's not even across the street, bro.
Is it really not across the
Dog,
street?
if I'm
I
like,
thought
okay,
there was
I'll
at
put it
least
to you like this.
I thought there was
I'll
at
put it
least
to
a
you like this,
street separating
I'll
them, bro.
walk out, bro. I can walk out, bro, and in 3 minutes I will be at my next apartment. Maybe
Oh
less than that.
my
It's
God.
literally like
No,
right
it's
over there.
actually next door. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's literally right there.
That's crazy. All right, so Invincible, guys, get ready. CD Projekt Red, obviously the studio behind Cyberpunk, has had a really big resurgence. So shout out to those boys. But there were rumors that they are considering adding a multiplayer aspect to Cyberpunk, codenamed Orion. And actually, Orion is shout out to Mark, because like Orion has been kind of thrown out there for like a few different times. So this has to be like some huge update they're going to try to put out to CD Projekt Red for Cyberpunk. Is this game free yet, bro? Listen, for as many people who started playing it again, they're not making this game free, bro.
It just
Ain't
won
no way.
most continue right. It just won the award at Game Awards. The long or what?
Like,
which one was it?
Was it an ongoing game?
Yes, ongoing.
Yeah, it was ongoing.
That's
Yeah,
exactly-
it was
yeah,
ongoing game.
exactly
Yeah,
what it
so
is.
yeah,
That shit
they
ain't
ain't
going
making that
free.
game free anytime soon.
Going
If
free, bro.
but
You know what's
so
funny is I still have it on my PlayStation. I should boot that shit up.
we're talking oh my gosh, words are hard. Words are really hard today, actually. Grand Theft Auto Cyberpunk is basically what we got. Massive Grand Theft Auto RPG is RP
I mean,
is what this
I'm
is about to
just
turn into,
saying,
bro.
I'm just saying, if we can roll around as the homies in Cyberpunk with some flying cars and shit, killing
I
people,
might have to buy the game at that point. That might be the thing that sets me over the hill,
Well,
bro.
we can't say that because Ghost is we fucked up. We introduced Grand Theft Auto 5 to Ghost, and that shit literally has him.
Oh,
in
is
a
that where
fucking
Ghost
chokehold
been?
nigga. You know, like in wrestling when niggas, when there was a real beef nigga and they would choking him out and they would tap and they'd be like,
Yeah.
the match is over, and the nigga would still be holding them, nigga, and he's just sitting there. That's what GTA got ghosting right now. He's just sitting there, bro. It got him.
He's slapping his hands like, "Hey, I'm still
Bro.
here. I'm still here."
Bro, he's tapping, bro. The ref and try to pull GTA off of Ghost. It's like, get off me, and he starts choking him
Bruh.
again. Like,
That's
yeah,
funny.
he ain't going nowhere.
That's funny. But yeah, so multiplayer Cyberpunk, I think it'd be dope. I think it'd be actually really dope. So
Listen, so like, I mean, I don't know if you remember this was a long time, but when Cyberpunk dropped and everybody was having those problems, I didn't have any of those problems.
Mhm.
Like my shit wasn't bugging out. My shit was running perfectly fine on my airplane motor of a PS4. Okay, like no problems at all, bro. I'm like, yo, go chill out, bro, chill out. Like, but it was fun. There was a lot to go to. I never did go back and did I finish it?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I ever finished it. Like, I think no, you know what? I did, because I vividly remember how it ended. I don't know how,
You
but
sure-
I vividly
You sure you didn't see
remember
a
how it
video or
ended.
something?
Maybe I did. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, I'm excited for it because, like, yeah, I haven't done the new DLC and all that shit. that
You're
they
right.
have
Yeah,
on it.
there's still a lot of stuff you can do in that
There's
game. Yeah,
still
for
a lot
sure.
more, that you can do and go with it. So, I mean, like, and it wasn't best ongoing with the updates and shit like that. I might have to, I might want to check it out. You know what I mean? It might
We'll
be
see.
a good time killer.
Right.
I wish he was lying, but I play that shit all day. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Fortnite. So I'm telling you, man, nobody's off limits for Fortnite. Not a soul is off limits for Fortnite at this point, bro. I keep saying it over and over, but now they
Mario
bring
and
in
Luigi
your
are
boy. What'd you say,
Mario and Luigi are next.
bro? Listen.
I will lose it.
I really would. I would absolutely
Stop.
lose it because
Stop.
I would absolutely lose it. I would absolutely lose it.
So like the other day, just for like a little context, we're on Fortnite. This is Fortnite topic. So the other day when we were we all us four boys were like, yeah, let's get on some Lego Fortnite. So I'm like, cool, we were gonna do it. D-Ray messaged me earlier that day, like, hey yo, by the way, there's Spider-Man in Lego Fortnite. He understands I was gonna lose it, and I proceeded to lose it and ran as Spider-Man.
Lego
Like
Spider-Man, not just normal Spider-Man. Lego Spider-Man.
Lego Spider-Man. Now I'm telling you this right now. If I load in to Epic and I'm loaded up on Fortnite and I see Mario and Luigi, like I would gift it to this D-Raid or
You
tell
don't
him.
have to, bro. Like I'm
You would-
copping immediately, bro. Like there's no question at all.
Lego Mario and Luigi.
Yo, mortgage due tomorrow? Nah, Mario Luigi, bro. Let's go. Nah, bro. We'll take the late fee, bro. We'll take the late fee. Just
We'll take the late fee. I gotta get this. This is
We'll-
a must have.
well, it's the late fee, bro. And
Yeah,
so
Nintendo would never know.
if anyone would never, it would be Nintendo. But we also know Nintendo does like money. That would
There's
be a
not enough
lot of money,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, like this, it wouldn't end at Mario and Luigi.
Oh no, like yeah, no, that it really wouldn't at all.
And Fortnite make a good lot of money, but they ain't
I was talking to actually some people at my job, and we actually talked about this as well because I was talking about Solid, and Samus would actually kind of fit like a Lego Samus or Samus in like that could work. That could work. That could work, and that could be kind of fire, bro. Because you have Samus, and then you would have Zero Suit Samus as well.
Don't get me started,
Bruh. That'd be dope. And then and honestly, like her glide, like Zero Suit Samus's glider could be her whip, and she could just like be spinning it around. Like it's possible. It's definitely possible.
But yeah.
But anyway,
Snake, bro.
Solid
Snake.
I saw the box emote is in there.
There's not only an emo, bro. So when you run BR,
yeah,
there's boxes, cardboard boxes as an
nah.
item, and you can throw them
So
and
like
you can
the
hide
bush,
them.
like the bush.
Yes, exactly like the bush. But it's like no, but you don't walk around with the box. You hide it.
Right. Yeah, you just hide it.
You hide it. Yeah, and also along with Solid
So
Snake.
if we play, we have to make sure to shoot every box we find just in case.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
And along with Samus, they do have Raiden in the store right now too, and he has like a couple different styles with him too. One with his mask on, he got his mask off. Bro. He has his sword.
Bro,
so
Raiden.
like on this like Solid Snake, like my first real introduction to like Solid Snake, I said was Raiden, and like it got me to start playing all the other games. Like it wasn't even Snake that wasn't on the Metal Gear when it first came out, but Raiden brought me into the light of all of this.
Raiden is phenomenal.
I talk shit about PlayStation All Stars, but I used to use Raiden in PlayStation All Stars. Raiden in PlayStation All Stars, bro.
Shout out to them, boys. So Solid Snake. I think it's perfect timing too, because remember they just did the remaster for the first three as well. So like this is really good timing for them. So yeah,
capitalizing on that, bro.
You got to.
They not like it. They not going anywhere. They never gonna go anywhere. Anytime you think like, oh, I ain't heard anything from Fortnite, they're like, oh yeah,
something drops. Something big drops too, bro.
We dropped yeah, we got everything on there. Here you go. We got the turtles. Here you go. Get all four of them. Have fun with it.
All right.
Oh yeah, you guys want something else? Yeah, Rock Band. Here you go. Oh, Rocket League. Yeah, come on. Cool. Bring it over here.
Week 4 of me asking for a Fortnite guitar. Because I went to Great Times this weekend and I'm really bad at Guitar Hero now, so like I need something to practice on again.
Were you that bad at Guitar Hero?
I was pretty bad. I failed the song.
You on easy?
No, not on easy. I always go straight to hard. And I failed a song on hard. So I was like, oh nah, bro. We gotta fix this. We gotta fix this. Call of Duty is back in the news this week. Not anything good either. Apparently, like the majority of the COD studios are experiencing layoffs. So the studios that I know that were affected were Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Raven, Treyarch, and High Moon. So all of them experienced layoffs on different scales, obviously, because the studios are different sizes.
Infinity Ward is Modern Warfare, and
Treyarch was Black Ops. I think Sledgehammer did Black Ops as well. Did Raven do Black Ops, or was that like Infinity War?
No, Black Ops was definitely Infinity Ward is for show
No, so, no,
Modern Warfare.
I'm talking about no. It was an Infinite War. Fuck. What's so it was like Modern Warfare
Infinite
and then
Warfare,
Infinite
Infinite
Warfare.
Warfare.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
what you're
That's
talking
what
about.
I
I
was trying to
think they
say.
probably did it. Yeah, yeah.
I think they did that one. So yeah. So but just more layoffs, man. I mean, like it's not stopping, unfortunately. So um, gaming industry's getting hit hard right now, which kind of sucks for sure. But so yeah. So
I mean,
keep an eye out. I
not a
mean,
lot
I
of
feel like
people are
just
playing Call of Duty, bro. I
tech and
don't, regardless of what people think, bro. Like Call of Duty is not like doing what it should be doing, and it's not hitting like it should be hitting. And yeah, there are people that are gonna play it because
it's
there's
COD.
those people. But there's a decline in gameplay with COD.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
if you ain't putting out shit, they're gonna probably like then you see what's happening. They're laying people off and they're probably gonna have to restructure and try to figure some shit out because you got to compete with these other games now that are coming out that are free and they're just like, hey, yo, yeah, you can just buy shit now in the game, bro. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna give you a free game, by the way. You don't gotta pay for it, and you don't have to buy anything. You can just go, you can spend $10 and never have to spend $10 again. You can accrue V-Bucks and buy whatever you want through that. Like, but Call of Duty's like, yeah, $70 plus the battle pass, plus any skin for that's $25-$30, any skin you want on your gun and all this other shit, bro. Like, nah.
It's kind of crazy that we're playing the most advanced games ever, but they struggling. Yeah, dude. Honestly, it really is. So it really makes you think. It's like, okay, like what where's the disconnect? Like where are they spending money unnecessarily? And bro, it's those executives, man. I was talking to. That's one of the reasons why I will always like. There has to be some like groundbreaking shit to happen for me to not ever be a Nintendo fan, because the fact that their executives and their president like took those massive pay cuts back in the Wii U, like no other big gaming company has ever done that. And nowadays, like I don't even know if Nintendo would do it again. Like nowadays, because I just know people are greedy.
But you gotta understand, they're not gonna have to do it again.
Yeah. Well,
they
definitely, yeah.
Set themselves up and look at where they're at now. I mean, like we say it all the time, bro. Like we talk, you always see, oh yeah, Sony's in hot water. Oh yeah, Microsoft is in hot water. Oh yeah.
All right, so they laid off all these engineers and no higher ups. None of the higher ups get touched.
Hey, new Mario game.
So yeah.
Hey, we coming out a new Zelda game. Here you go. Like we're chilling.
Something's always coming. But yeah, so
the only thing Nintendo's doing wrong is not giving us another Metroid game. So,
we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I would love to see like one of these big studios like actually do something like that, to where it's like, hey, listen, we're not laying people off. We're gonna, and it was a temporary pay cut. It wasn't a permanent one. They were like, hey, we're gonna take, and they say it's like we're gonna take a temporary pay cut because our sales are and our profits aren't where they need to be. And I think part of the quote was basically them saying like letting people go is not gonna inspire like the other workers to put out the product that we want. And I was like, you're 100% right. Common sense, duh.
But and look at where they are.
Yeah, because
at the top.
That was
now about to make money off movies.
That was the Wii U, and they went to the Switch after that. One of the best selling consoles of all time. All right,
and do cloud gaming though.
They cannot do cloud gaming at all. So this one, I was really excited to talk about this. So shout out to Bird's the one that sent us this article. So there's this new MSI monitor that's out that has and it's a good monitor too. It's a 32-inch 4K 240 refresh rate monitor, OLED, QD OLED, quad OLED. But it has this AI feature built into it called AI Skylight. So apparently the way this feature works is it takes information that it gathers from like their mini map in your game. So like everybody's like all the games have a little mini map or whatever, but it takes information that it grabs from that mini map and uses that information to get a relative location of that enemy in game. So like it's gonna take the information from the mini map, and if that person is to the right of you like a couple of feet, it will put a marker to the right of you a couple of feet so you know where that game is, where that person is. They showed it off during playing League of Legends. It's kind of what you see there in the image there. But obviously, like people are taking that and running with it. It's like So like, what if you're playing like a shooter or even League? I mean, because there are points in League where like you can't see people. But what if
Yeah.
if you're playing like a shooter, like Apex or whatever, and it just pops up this red marker behind this wall, and it's like, dog. Like really, and that's on the monitor. So like, even if like you're streaming or whatever, if you're not streaming like the whole display, and even I think even if you are streaming the whole display, like that's not gonna show up. But like it's literally AI hacking, bro. Like 100%. Like it's kind of crazy that these people thought this is a good idea to show off at CES, bro. That's wild to me.
Yeah, but it's only when you get like heartbeat or if you get a UAV, you know what I mean? It's not like
So
it's consistent through the whole thing. So
so from if it's constantly reading the radar, then no, like anything that's on the radar, or I don't know, and I don't think it goes by
well, you said
sound
it's
cues.
on
So
your mini map, but usually like when you're playing on your mini map, I mean, yeah, like if you're not playing like hardcore, your mini map, your motherfuckers ain't popping up until you get a UAV. You know what I mean? Like even on the
yeah,
regular one, yeah, if they shoot their gun, it'll pop up and shoot the thing. So you might be able to, if it's like that, then that's kind of crazy. But
I mean, yeah,
if
no,
it's only
like
when you get like
it,
a
anytime you shoot your gun, you pop up on minimap. Like that's
Mhm.
across the game. So like that's gonna happen. Like you said, the radar. And this the thing is like, so that's kind of like what people are kind of upset about is that, yeah, like if you get a radar, so having radar like UAV is one thing because you have to look at the minimap, find out where they're at,
Mhm.
and it's not a continuous thing. This
Yeah.
this feature seems like that marker just sits there first and foremost.
Oh
It
shit.
doesn't it doesn't, from it's a very quick video, so I know specifically know, but it seems like it kind of just sits there, and on top of that, you don't have to look at the mini map, like you're just looking at, because like the mini map can be misjudged a little bit, like depending like how
Mhm.
far they are, because like that's it's kind of due to interpretation. But if I see a red dot on my screen, it's like, okay, I know where that is, like no matter
Yep.
what.
Mhm.
And so yeah, so it's, I think like goes
Yeah.
to
It's
amazing tech, but yeah, that's gotta be cheating. So we got to start banning monitors now too. Not only we ban PlayStation already, I don't know if you guys saw, but like the newest update is like blocking the Cronus Zen from on PlayStations. We have to start banning
oh shit.
monitors now too, bro.
Bro, yeah, I can't.
I can't
If
get
this is
behind it, bro.
continuous, yeah, I
I
can't
can't get
like
behind it, bro. Like that's
it's
crazy.
dope as shit, bro. Like, would
It's
I love
really
to have
cool.
that?
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Would I feel bad for having that? Yeah.
Sleepaway percentages is dropping, bro. Palworld. Palworld is still in the news. Obviously, it is still doing ridiculous numbers. It is officially probably, I think it's officially the most played game on Steam as of like the past few months. And it's one of the most popular games on Steam of all time. I think it's in like the top 15 or maybe top 10 or something like that. And they put out a roadmap of features that they plan on adding in the future. They plan on adding a PvP arena mode that you can go into. They're adding actually more story, more monsters, and there was and new islands as well. So like you can go to new islands as well. So
Have you played
they're
it at
doing
all
well.
yet?
Would you say?
Have you played it at all yet?
I have not played. I'm ready to play it. I've got it downloaded. I'm just waiting for the boys to say something. Or I might have to jump in by myself, but we'll see. Like I do have it. It was $30. I was like, yo, why the fuck not? But anyway, but what I wanted to get at is we got an article that it was a Reddit post of someone saying that the 3D models Nintendo's not gonna do. No, hold on, because that's what we're getting into, Bert. So a Reddit post, a Redditor came out and showed a comparison between the 3D models of Palworld and some of the Pokemon, the 3D models of the Pokemon that they're saying, hey, because people are basically saying that Palworld and that studio have basically stolen 3D models for Pokemon, slightly adjusted them and put them in the world, and like they're saying like some of these just look way too similar. So Redditor came out, took the 3D models and put them side by side, and it's looking like they were undeniably taken and used. Like the similarities were that great that there's no way that someone could draw something that similar without like actually taking that design. Now, since that post, apparently the person that put the post out has come out and said that he did alter some of the Palworld models to make them seem closer, make them to seem more similar than they actually are. And he said that he did it because he's not a fan of kind of like the animal cruelty aspects of the game that they push out, because like it's like you can like literally, they literally call it butchering like the different pals. So like the butchering of pals, like the kind of like the slave mentality that they're pushing out, blah blah blah. So the guy came out and admitted that like what he did wasn't completely fair or whatever. So that part's out of the window. Wait a minute. So I gotta go back.
Somebody said they copied their homework and changed their answer.
Chase the answers a little bit, exactly. I've seen a bunch of those. So now, so that was that. So that's apparently been debunked. But the Pokemon Company has finally come out and given a official statement. So they finally have officially said something. Slaving cannibalism 2024 as well. And they came out and said that, and this is the quote. So we've received many inquiries regarding another company's game released in January 2024. We have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. End quote. So, these are the things that I pick up from the quote. First and foremost, why is the Pokemon so petty, bro? They're so petty that they didn't even say the name of the game, bro. They said like, another company's game. We intend to investigate that game. I'm like, bro, y'all be bougie as fuck.
We know who you're talking about.
We know,
bro.
Everybody knows who you're talking about. So first and foremost, that. Second, I personally want to say that I do not think that Nintendo's going to do anything. Because I mean they say they're going to investigate. What the fuck does that mean? Like I think people forget like how long like we've seen the designs of these pals in Palworld. Like this game has been talked about. Like it wasn't like headline news, but like we've seen these designs for like the past 3 years. Like we knew what these designs are going to look like. This is not the first time. So if the Pokemon Company was actually going to do something, I feel like they would have done it already. And I haven't seen them. I personally have not seen anything of them going after Palworld before the game launch. I don't really see them doing anything now at this point. I know people like Bird was saying like, oh, they're gonna be knocking on the door. I think that if they feel like they like, because I will say Nintendo's probably like, Nintendo's lawyers are active, trust and believe. Like they get active, they get in there. Like they've already, like for the Pokemon mod that they put out, because someone did create a Pokemon mod for Palworld and change like the look of the main character to look just like Ash Ketchum, and the pals to look just like the Pokemon that they resemble. So that, I think the reason no one's talking about that is because that shit's already shut down. Not only is that already shut down, but any like content creator that made a video showing the mod, those videos were attacked as well by Nintendo lawyers and shit. So like that, bro, like they went ham on those because like because they know they can. So as far as Palworld is concerned, I think Palworld's gonna be fine. I think they're gonna keep doing their thing. One of the criteria for copyright infringement is loss of monetary gain, so it makes sense for them to wait to sue. I think that is part of it. Like that's actually a big part of it is the monetary loss. I feel like if Pokemon's next game was about to drop, then they would be more focused on this. But but personally, like with the way Sword and Shield is going, I don't know when Pokemon's next game is going to be. So like that monetary loss is hard to quantify. Like when you don't have a product that's coming out pretty soon. So that's part of it. And it's like the use of the property has to be the same as well. So like when you're looking at Palworld, like the whole purpose of going and getting and collecting the pals are for them to collect resources for you. That is not something that happens in Pokemon. So although they might look similar, like the use of the monsters, the use of that asset has to be very similar in both properties. So I don't know if they have a case. I don't think they really do, and I think that's why nothing has really happened so far. So
Mm.
we'll see. I mean, obviously, like only time will tell.
I
So
feel like they would have done it already.
right, like, and
It's
that's
not
my
like
thing is like I feel like they really would have done something already.
off rip. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like,
Because like we said, like those, because how long did that Pokemon mod last? That Pokemon mod lasted like a day, bro. Like
and then it was done.
I remember seeing a video on TikTok about it, and I sent it to the group. I was like, "Oh snap, Mark, Pokemon!" Or maybe I didn't send it to the group. But I know I sent it to Mark. Like, yo, like now it's time to get into Palworld. And then I swear to you, the next day is when I saw somebody talk about, "Hey, yo, these videos are all being demonetized. These lawyers are coming at them. Blah blah blah." I was like,
They
"Yeah,
own it.
that sounds like Nintendo. That definitely sounds like Nintendo." So, we'll keep you guys updated on everything Power and Pokemon, but we'll honestly, I don't think we'll see too much more for that.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it's a
I
wrap.
think it's about done.
Yeah. So, moving on to our normal shows that we talk about. So, just so you guys know, this is a spoiler warning. So, spoilers. We are going to be talking about Percy Jackson, and then we're going to be talking solo leveling after that. So, if you do not want to be spoiled, make sure to mute the channel, minimize the screen, do what you need to do. But we will be talking spoilers. Shutting down a mod and shutting down an entire yeah. Oh, it's definitely different. Ghost, start watching the shows, man. Bro, start watching the shows, Ghost. Goodness. You'll be able to watch Percy Jackson because this week is the finale anyway. But start watching the shows, damn it. Anyway. So,
Let's start watching the shows, damn it.
Percy Jackson. So, we pick up with Percy basically as they are getting to hell, right? Getting to the other world. So they're in LA now. They are headed to the underworld to confront Hades because they believe that Hades and Ares have worked together to get the Master Bolt.
Yep.
So so they get there, and the first thing is they're basically see, first off, there's a lot of people in the underworld, bro. That was a long ass line, bro.
Hell yeah,
Like,
bro. It was
like
mad
think of
people.
any amusement park ride that you've been in and multiply that line by 100, and that's how many people are in line to get into the underworld. So they and Percy's like, bro, I'm not waiting in this line. Fuck that shit. So they just start walking up the line. And I think it's Chiron that they run into. So the entity that takes people down the River Styx, they run into Chiron. That's where the party is. Hey, that's what they say. I ain't never been, but that's what they say. They run into Chiron, and he's like, "Yo." I thought it was really. I thought the line was kind of cheesy, but it was really funny. He looked at him and was like, "Hey, y'all not dead." And Percy's like, "But I mean, isn't everybody dying though? So like we
The
almost
way he said
there." I was like, "Yeah, like that was cool. I liked it. I liked it." And he's like, "Nah, bro." And then he blows a whistle. And anybody that knows anything about the underworld and Greek mythology and a dog whistle, you know who's showing up. So
You know who's pulling up.
Cerberus showed up. Cerberus is Rottweiler. I loved it. Even Katie, she's like, "Oh, of course it's a Rottweiler." I was like, "Yes, of course it's a Rottweiler." So the three-headed guard dog of Hades down in the underworld, Cerberus shows up and starts chasing them. I don't know if you saw it, Ham, but there was a part where Cerberus like went across the screen and you got a glimpse of its body. Its body did not seem to match its heads, bro. And it was a quick frame, and I don't know if you saw it, but it was a really quick frame. Its body did not look big enough, and it irked me the rest of the episode because I kept thinking about it. But
Like it was skinnier than the heads.
yeah, it was skinnier and too small to like support the three heads. Is what it felt like. So
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
because they did not show like the rest of his body that much.
No.
But there was like one quick scene where it like panned over like the top of its head, and it just felt like, and it was really quick. So I might rewatch it and get a different opinion. But what I saw, I was like, oh wait, no, his body's way too small. But I wanted to keep on with the episode, so I kept on going with the episode. The one of the heads actually swallows Grover. I'm so proud of myself for remember his name off rip now. We're only 5 episodes in, so like I finally got it. Swallow Grover.
Grover.
And then started chasing Annabeth and Percy. They run off. And Annabeth starts tickling the back of its ear. And like it's just like a dog, he kind of like crumbles and is like kicking his feet or whatever. And they take that time, and then the one that head, because he's being tickled, that head spits Grover out. Grover and Percy use the winged shoes to fly up the mountain and over, and they're waiting for Annabeth to come over, but she doesn't. And instead, they see kind of like a rubber ball that they had get thrown at them,
Mhm.
and she basically threw the rubber ball to get the dog to jump up and grab it, and she used his momentum to jump up the wall. So like pretty smart move by Annabeth. They throw the ball off, and Cerberus starts chasing the ball. So that's the first time we see Cerberus. I like Cerberus. So
I think I don't think we'll see him again, but hopefully we do.
um I don't think so either. And the only reason I said it like that is because like as they continue on their journey, they get into this forest, and you hear Cerberus, and you assume that like he's chasing them again. But after that, you're right. Like we don't really see him or see or hear him at all anymore. But when they got on top of this mountain, they realized that one of those teleporting stones or whatever they were is missing, and Grover believes that it fell out of his pocket while he was in Cerberus's mouth. So now instead of the 4, they only have 3, kind of what Ham was talking about in the first movie when they were only given 3 in the first place. So like we're back there where it looks like somebody might need to be sacrificed, and then obviously the kids are arguing on who's gonna stay back. And Percy's like, obviously it's gonna be me. So you guys, that's kind of how the conversation eventually ends.
Main character shit.
Main character syndrome. Yep. It's gotta be me. So they continue on, and they're like, "Hey, forget it. We'll figure it out later. Let's go ahead and keep moving." Then Annabeth gets captured. So they're in this forest, and I forget what the name of the forest was. You might have to look it up for me if you don't mind. It's gonna be May. Exactly.
No, you spelled it wrong. It's May.
Yeah, it is May. So Annabeth, they're in this forest, and what was that forest called that they were in? If you don't mind looking it up for me, but they're in this forest, and Annabeth is able to like kind of recognize like what it is, it's a forest full of souls of people that have deep regrets from their life, and they get trapped there. So they're walking through the forest, and they realize that Annabeth is trapped. You could be my teacher, and I'll do the work. So they're and Annabeth gets trapped, and they realize that like this forest only traps people that have great regrets. So Annabeth has some big regret that she's kind of hiding within herself and hasn't really talked about. So obviously that has to be a foreshadow for something in the future. Like there's no way they just throw that in there or whatever. Happy Sunday, my boys. G baby, always a happy Sunday to you, my man. Thank you for jumping into the show. We are talking spoilers for Percy Jackson. I don't know if that's a show that you're watching, but we are talking spoilers for Blessings and More Life.
Asphodel. Asphodel.
Okay. The Field of Asphodel. We'll go with that. So
Fields of Asphodel. The Force of Regret is part of the Fields of. So it's the Force of Regret. That's
Force of Regret. There we go. Force of Regret. So Annabeth tells him, "Hey, go on. Like I'll be fine. You guys need to go." And she's alluding to the fact that she will have to use her teleporting stone to get out. Because she says like in a following line, it's like, "Hey, I trust your dad." And it took me a second because I glossed over that line, and then me and Katie were talking about it. She's like, "Yeah, no," she said, "I trust your dad." I was like, "Oh, that makes sense because he's the one that gave them the stones and told them, hey, you can use these to get out of the underworld." So it makes sense that she was ready to use that. So like they kind of walk forward. They look back to where Annabeth was. you see a big flash of light, and you see, okay, she made it out. The stone words, blah blah blah. My brother was telling me about it. Dude, definitely watch it, man. I don't know if you're into that kind of thing, Greek mythology at all, but I think it's a good show, regardless.
He's into Chicago PD. That's his show.
Chicago PD. Katie was watching Chicago PD. No, it was the firefighter one. I think
Yeah, the
she was
Chicago
into.
Fire. They
Yeah.
link up multiple times, bro.
Oh, do they?
link up
Okay.
multiple times.
So yeah, so Annabeth is gone now, so it's just Grover and Percy. And they start walking, and it eventually they get out of the Forest of Regret and into this like desert area, and they're walking forward, and they get to a point where um they kind of start talking about like what they're gonna do about giving everybody out again, and their quest. And then Percy, or no, the Grover's shoes start to activate, and like he just starts walking, and he's like, "Yo, like I can't stop walking." Like, and they're just walking and walking, and they get to, and I want to talk about that, because remember whose shoes those are.
Mm-hmm.
Who's God? Well, the gods are whose shoes those are, and the person that gave him those shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Wink, wink. I think somebody here may have been right, and it ain't me. So anyway, those shoes start walking, and they eventually get to this pit, this big kind of like whirlpool, not whirlpool obviously, but like quicksand whirlpool thing that's kind of sucking them down through. And Grover's getting sucked in, so Percy obviously goes in. His main character Syndrome goes in and tries to save him, and he's pulling them, but the shoes are pulling back, and the shoes are pulling them so hard that the shoes actually pull off of his feet, and you see them kind of circle around and go into this whirlpool. So they back out, and like they're relieved because they're not being pulled anymore. Percy Jackson lays back, and you hear a big metallic thunk. And Percy's like, "Yo, what the hell?" So he reaches inside the bag, because it was on his bag. He reaches inside the bag, and my man pulls out the Master Bolt. It's been in his bag this whole time, but it hasn't. This is apparently the bag that Ares gave him when they were in the diner a couple episodes back.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're like, "Yo, it has to be Ares. Ares gave me this bag. He sent us to come to the underworld to talk to Hades." And that's when they get the realization they believe Hades and Ares are working together to start this war. So they have the Master Bolt, and Grover's like, "Yo, like that's the quest. Like this is what Zeus wants. Let's just," and like without saying it, he's basically saying, "Yo, we can just go back to Mount Olympus, give him the Master Bolt, done deal." But kind of silently, they decide, "No, I understand we have the Master Bolt, but your mom is still down here. We still got to go try to save her." So they press her forward to Hades' castle, which is really cool. Like it had this kind of really cool like upside down effect, because it's in the underworld. Kind of like it kind of reminded me of the Upside Down from Stranger Things. Had like that same type of vibe or whatever. But they get to the castle. They get inside. Hades is there waiting for them, and every time they do this, like when like they produce Hades in like a live action, because like you expect Hades to be like this old decrepit dude, because like you watch Hercules, like back in the Disney Hercules, and he's like this old dude that's constantly on fire, blah blah blah, and like Hades is just like this chill dude. He's just hanging out, mad chill, bro. I think he's like actually like wearing like a robe, like not even wearing like actual clothes, just like chilling.
I want to mention something. So
Yeah,
do
go
you
ahead.
remember the dream that Percy had?
Yep. So the dream that Percy had a couple episodes ago, right before they got into the Lotus, the Lotus Flower, in Vegas. He was in a building, and it was kind of like the Harry Potter dream. Like he's in a building, like he sees through a crack of the door. There's one person talking to another person. Yep.
Okay. That person that was talking.
I don't remember who that person was. Like I have to rewatch it, but I don't think we've seen him.
But that wasn't Hades, because obviously Hades showed up.
Right.
So I think it's who they continue to talk about. When you talk about who they think that's
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
it,
Oh,
I
yeah. Oh,
think
it's
that's
definitely
who
him. It's
yeah, yeah.
100%
Once it was,
him.
I was like,
100% him.
oh
So,
man.
so they get to Hades, and Hades introduces himself. He says, "I'm glad you're here." Percy stops him and is like, "Nah, bro, give me my mom's right now. Like, no games. We not playing no games." And then he even says, he's like, "Oh, like straight to action." He's like, "All right, well, let's go." So like they start walking, and they basically walk around a corner, and his mom is there. His mom's golden like statue,
Mhm,
like, which I
mhm.
wasn't necessarily expecting. I thought she'd be like in a cage or something like that, but like she's there. She's just statue form, and him and Hades start talking. He's like, "All right, well, you got something I want. I've got something you want. Blah blah blah." And um, Percy does his main character speech monologue type deal. Where he's like, "Listen,
Same
like
thing.
I know, like I know what you want. I know this is what you want, but this is, and you're asking me to do something to be kind of selfish to save my mom and not think of the greater good. It's just something I can't do. I can't give you the Master Bolt." And Hades is like, "The fuck?
What do you mean you can't give me that
What do
shit?
you mean? Give me the Master Bolt? I don't want the freaking Master Bolt. Give me my helmet, bro." And he's like,
He's
"What do you
like, what?
mean?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "My helm, the helm of Hades. Give me my helm, and you can have your mom back." And bro's confused out of his
That
mind,
shit, bro.
bro. So Hades is actually missing the helm of Hades, which is a helmet that turns himself invisible.
Mhm. Hmm.
Turns himself invisible because that's the helm of Hades.
Mhm.
Hint, hint. So he's missing the helm of Hades, and Percy's like, "I don't have that. I thought you were working with Ares to get the Master Bolt." And he's like, "Bro, like," it's funny because he calls Poseidon and Zeus like the drama queens of the family. He's like, he's like, those brothers are the ones that want drama. Like and he says, he's like, "Bro, I'm just chilling. I'm
Yeah.
here in the underworld, just mad chilling. I'm good." And it's funny that they do that because like in Greek mythology, it's actually not that. Like Hades doesn't like being like in charge of the underworld.
At
He
all.
doesn't like it at all. So it's not a funny that they play that. So anyway, like they keep talking. He's like, "Bro, you don't have the helm, then like I'm not giving you your mom back." And then he's like, "No, like you wanted the Master Bolt. I saw you in my dream calling out to me saying to bring the Master Bolt down to you." And he's like, you heard me calling you into your dreams." And he's like, "Yeah. And but now that I'm here and see you, it definitely wasn't you that was in my dream." And then Hades starts putting a couple things together based off of the things that Percy says. So Percy starts talking about how the Master Bolt appeared in his bag as soon as they got close to Hades and got close to his castle. And he talks
Mhm.
about the pit that they kind of got pulled into. And
It's
he's
a
like,
target.
wait. So somebody was talking to you in your dream. You almost got sucked into that sand pit outside my castle. Bro, that wasn't me. That was Tartarus. That was
Yeah.
that's the Tartarus pit. And oh my god,
Kronos.
Cronus is the one that's been
Yes.
reaching out to you. Now, if Cronus is the one reaching out to you, bro, give me that Master Ball. I need that. I need that right now. Because if you guys
Fact.
remember, so the way the story goes is that Cronus is a Titan. Zeus so Poseidon, Zeus, and Hades were like his first three kids.
Yep.
But Zeus is the youngest of the three because he swallowed Poseidon and Hades whole when they were born because of a prophecy of his son coming up and usurping and taking the throne from him. And
Mhm.
then when Zeus was born, um, he was he when Cronus asked for the baby so he could swallow him whole again, he was given a rock. He swallowed the rock whole, and Zeus was put into a cave to be raised. Zeus obviously comes back later on and saves everybody, cuts everybody. He cuts them all out of his scrotum, which I don't understand how you eat somebody and they're in your scrotum. That doesn't make sense to me, but Greek mythology. Anyway, so but Cronus was chopped up, he was maimed, and he was put into the pit of Tartarus, which that's they are in the underworld. So Hades is like, yo, listen, if he comes back, I'm the first one here. So yeah, I need this Master Bolt to protect myself because that was the weapon that Zeus used to defeat Cronus. So he's like, no, give me the Master Bolt and I will protect you from Cronus. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna go get your helm, and then I'm gonna take my mom's, like I said, like we said before, and then he's gonna give the basketball back to Zeus and try to figure anything. So the episode basically ends with them using the teleportation stones to get out of the underworld, to go get. And so obviously from the way he said it, he's got an idea, wink, wink, of where this helm of Hades is. So that's how where the episode ends. Grover and Grover's confused because Grover's lost. Like, bro, he's like, y'all just yapping. I'm like, okay, cool. Are we bouncing, Percy, or are we bouncing, bro? Let me know.
like, what we doing? I'm just standing here.
I'm just waiting. So they both leave. That's where the episode ends. Going into the finale this week on Tuesday, where listen, bro, a lot of stuff has to happen this episode. So he's got to find the helm of Hades. He's got to get back to the underworld to save his mom. He's got to potentially fight Cronus. Like, I don't know how that happens, but if you watch the very end of the episode, when they disappear or where they reappear is on a beach, and you're like, oh, bet it's a beach stood by water. We're about to see Poseidon. But Ares is the one that shows up, and Ares is he sword drawn and everything. He's ready. So that's actually where the episode ends, and Percy draws his blade. So couple things. Percy, like, I know you've had a little character growth, you had a little emotion, like you done pretty well. You are not ready to go toe to toe with the God of War, bro. I'm gonna just let you know that right now.
You're gonna get Molly.
You about to get your ass beat, bro. So you better have a plan, because you're not about to go up against the God of War.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
This ain't sweet, bro. This ain't sweet. You either about to get your ass whooped, or you're gonna tell him something that like gets him to put his sword up. Because if that sword don't go up and you ain't got no more teleportation, and unless Poseidon rolls up, because they are at a beach. Water's there. So unless Poseidon shows up, bro.
Biggest nerve, nigga. What do you?
Bruh. So I personally think Poseidon's gonna show up and rescue the three. He's gonna tell Poseidon what they saw, what the things they know. And then he's gonna help them figure all this stuff out. I think that's how this next episode is gonna start. But we are on the last episode, the finale. Ham, you got any predictions for us?
I don't think. I think we're gonna find out who was really behind it and how the boat really got there. I don't think it's gonna Ares, even though it leads to him. But
yeah, that one kind of threw me. I still believe what you said. So what we were hinting at is the shoes that Grover wears are the winged shoes. Those are Hermes' shoes. And obviously Hermes didn't give him these shoes. Someone else gave him these shoes. And it was, what's his name? What is his name? Luke. Luke from camp. Luke from camp gave him those shoes. Those shoes were trying to fly them into the pit of Tartarus, where Cronus was maimed and his body parts were put into. So I'm pretty sure that is who stole the Master Bolt.
100%.
How he got it into the bag that Ares gave to Percy, I'm ready for them to explain.
I need answers.
I'm ready for them to explain how like all of that works into play. And why Ares is there on the beach where they teleported to after the teleportation stones or whatever. I'm also not sure on, so like I'm ready for that explanation too. It has to be a longer episode. I think so. You would think this does have to be a little bit longer of an episode because there's a lot that I would like them to explain, but again, we don't know if they'll explain everything. So we'll see. I think it's gonna be a good episode regardless. But yeah, so we'll go for there. What are you looking up?
Trying to see if they would say how long it is.
How long the episode is? Gotcha.
It's not. It doesn't say.
Doesn't say. Okay. Well, but that's Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Last episode, Tuesday, 9:00. Be ready. Let's go. All right. And our final topic of the night, solo leveling. Once again, if you are watching this show and you do not want to be spoiled, you've got your spoiler warning. We are going to be talking about the most recent episode. If you are watching, you don't want to be spoiled, again, mute the stream, minimize it, do what you got to do, and we're off. We're talking spoilers. So, solo leveling picks up right where it left off. The Lycan Wolf charging and attacking our main character, Jin Woo. And Jin Woo pulls off the meanest backflip to dodge the attack. And he talks about how he continues to see how much stronger he is because his body feels significantly lighter, like when he's doing, because all episode long, this man is flipping all over the place now. Like, instead of just like diving out to the side, my man is flippity floppity all over the place. So
agile as shit.
Hell yeah. So he's starting to he's continuing this fight with his Lycan. It's continuing to attack him. And then he does something that me and Ham have been talking about literally all morning. This Lycan jumps up and attacks him, and Jin Woo gives this wolf the meanest right hook we have seen in this show to date, bro. He mollywops this wolf, bro. Like, talk about animal cruelty, bro.
We've seen that S tier brawler,
bro. Like, I'm seeing some barbarian, some fighter in this man's future, bro. Because he mops it, bro. Right in the jaw too, bro, like a clean punch. And he talks about how he feels himself getting stronger or whatever, and this man is boxing with the wolf for like for a good minute, for a hot minute. But he does mention the fact that he feels like his punches aren't really doing a lot of damage to it, and he's not gonna be able to keep this up. And then he does something else that kind of the first time that he's really done it in like one of these like 10 situations. He says the word inventory, and a window pops up, and he reaches inside the window and pulls out a weapon, because remember, like, his dagger has been broken, and he pulls out this like long sword out of his inventory. So we learned that he can pull up his inventory and take items out of it and use them IRL. So that's pretty cool. Now he uses the sword and like slices this Lycan in half, bro. Like almost like, and honestly, like if you watch the scene, like he pulls out the sword and like he slices forward, but the sword like gets stuck in the ground. So I honestly feel like he sliced it or whatever, and the sword just fell. Like, I don't even think he really sliced it. It just fell, cut the force of it falling, cut the Lycan in half, and the Lycan's dead. Also, immediately level up. First time he's actually leveled up, and he did level up from being the Lycan. A couple things that he does say is that this sword, he's seen it before, like other hunters using it, and he remembers one specific scenario where someone that he knows had the sword and cost 3 million of whatever their currency is. I think it said dollars or had like the dollar sign, but 3 million. And he's like, there's no way on earth I would have ever been able to afford this, but this is an emergency, so like I'm okay with using it. Remember, like the currency of these magic weapons kind of is really in correlation with how strong they are. So this is probably the strongest weapon he's ever wielded before in his life as a hunter. Obviously so, because he's cutting Lycans in half, bro.
Slicing dicing.
But we're not done, because then 2 more Lycans show up. But your boy Jin Woo isn't done. He's like, all right, bet, let's go. We boxing today. And he slices up another Lycan, and this wolf is like, yo, I'm out, bro. That third one was like, nah, bro, not today. We not doing this, bro. Matter of fact,
too easily. Hold on.
Matter of fact, let me. I'll catch you later, Jin Woo.
So I got something for you.
So it leaves, and Jin Woo is sitting there. He's and he actually says that like when he levels up, he kind of gets like his breath back. He's not as exhausted as he was before. And he mentions that when it makes sense, because he says when he levels up, all of his base stats increase by 1. So one of those being what's the health one? I forget what the health one is. Because he's got intellect, wisdom, constitution. I think is what it is. His constitution stat increases. That's kind of health. So it makes sense that he's not completely tired anymore. So, but he also looks over at his bag that all of his food was in, and it's ripped to shreds. So all of his food is gone, and he's sitting there thinking, he's like, hey, listen, like I can try to keep fighting and keep leveling up, or I can find the teleportation sphere and get out of here. Um,
But he
but
was
then
like, I have no
but
idea what that shit looks
yeah,
like. So
he had no idea what it looks like, and he's like, but he also says that I don't know if this dungeon will be here if I leave, and this seems like a decent way of leveling up because remember he got 3 stats from doing 1 day's worth of tasks. He got 3 stats for doing that, but he just leveled up right after he beat that wolf, and that's 1 point for each stat, so that's 6. So it's much
yeah.
more effective to fight monsters than to just rely on the daily tasks. So he goes out, he's like, all right, so I'm gonna keep fighting. Right after that realization, that wolf says, all right, bet, bro, I'm back. And you know what? I brought the homies with me.
There's like 8 of them.
Bro, there's a lot of them. Lots of red eyes start flashing out behind him, and Jin Woo's like, here we go again.
He said, well, I said I'm gonna stay.
And man goes in, bro, and he's fighting all these wolves. He's dodging, he's weaving, he's slicing in half, and like it's this cool little just combat scene of him slicing, him getting attacked, him dodging, and then you just see level up, just all over the place. But man is leveling, bro. I swear. So he was right, bro. Like he's leveled up a ton. It gets to a point where there's a break in the action, and it actually shows that he's a level 15 now. And remember, he entered this dungeon at literally level 1, so he's gained 14 levels. So he's significantly stronger. And like I said, all of his stats are progressing. And the most notable, obviously, is strength because he can feel how strong he's getting. But he also has a stat that's called perception. That's his ability to kind of sense things that are around him or like sense danger around him. And he knows exactly where the boss is because he can feel like the energy from the boss going down the stairs. So he knows the boss is down there. But he looks down at his sword, and his sword is beat up to shit. So this is kind of like Zelda, the most recent Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or any game that has breakable weapons. So the more you use the weapon, it can break and dull and that type of thing. Now I'm wondering if there are, because like there are some of those games that have like breakable weapons also have items for you to repair those weapons so that they last longer. And I'm wondering if such a thing exists in this world, or if when it's broken, it's done. So he's like, hey, I've got like this sword is basically it's really close to being broken. Should I risk it and go down and fight the boss? Am I strong enough to fight the boss? Like a lot of questions going through his mind. But he says something. He's like, listen, like the amount of terror, the amount of like fear that I've had in this dungeon versus the last shit I went through ain't nothing. Fuck it, let's go. Jin Woo is like fuck it, we ball personified right now, bro. Like he's just going. He's just going. So he starts walking down the stairs, gets down to like the bottom level where the boss is, and that boss takes no time for prep. There's no speeches. It's only hands, bro. It's filled with water, and he swims up, and it's this big serpent. It's this big serpent. It's called King of the Swamp. It's like armored, like blue venom, like Karask or something like that.
Something like that. Yep.
So, but it's basically a giant like sea serpent, giant snake that lives in the swamp. So, he attacks him off rip. Immediately breaks the sword. So the sword is broken now, and it's just like an eighth of it at this point. He looks at the sea serpent, and one thing that he has noticed through his fighting is that the name of the The enemy is kind of gives you an idea of how powerful the enemy is. So if the wording of that enemy's name is white, that means relative to him, it's weak. So like he's good. If it is orange, then it is on par, kind of the same level as him. And if it's red, it's significantly stronger than him. Which, if you play video games, that clears. Like that's what happens in video games as well. So when he gets to the serpent, that serpent is orange. Now, when he started, those wolves, those lycans, those are all red. So you can tell like how much stronger this guy has gotten like during this. Oh, and he also got a title. So like, the titles kind of work similar in this game as they do in others. He got the title Wolf Assassin. So I don't know if you have to have the title equipped or if any title that you have automatically gives you that passive buff. But when that Wolf Assassin, he gets a 40% increase in all abilities while he's fighting wolf enemies, which is actually really kind of insane. If you think about it, bro. 40%, so almost a 50% buff every time. Yeah, that's great. In all stats,
I'm whooping your ass,
bro. Oh yeah, if it's a wolf, you better not be a canine, bro. You better not fall. You better not walk on 4 legs. I dare you. I dare you.
I'm whooping your ass.
So, he's got the broken sword. The serpent's like attacking him really quickly and like continuously, and your boy's kind of getting bodied up, and just like main character syndrome or vibe, or whatever you want to say, he starts giving himself a pep talk, talking about how he remembers back to when people were making fun of him and calling him weak, and how he doesn't want to be considered weak, and how much strength is important, and how like you can do anything as long as you have the strength to do it. And the fight goes on, and he's kind of getting slapped around like the majority of the time. But then he says, "Nah, fuck this shit, bro." And remember, this serpent is armored too. So like the sword, the half a sword that he hasn't really been able to punch through the armor yet. This is kind of where I feel like it got a little plot armory for me, because he's kind of getting bodied, like I said before. The snake was kind of slapping him around. The sword wasn't piercing the armor like he was hoping that it would, but he grabs hold of the serpent and starts squeezing it, because he starts talking about how much strength that he doesn't have, or that he's been getting as he's been leveling up. He knows that he's stronger, and he starts squeezing the snake, and it starts shattering the armor that the snake has. So like the armor starts shattering, and he's like, oh no, he's weakening. So like he goes 100% on this plan and just starts squeezing the dog shit out of the serpent, and eventually killing it to the point like where like it just like basically implodes from the pressure that he's applying on it. I think that's a little plot armory for this most powerful weapon he's ever wielded. I understand that it was broken, but not to really be doing any damage to its armor. To go from that to him choking it out, it's a little plot armory for me. But I can get around that. I can get around it. Because that sword wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
The sword wasn't doing nothing. And the only thing else in his inventory was this cloak. And he said 2 worn daggers. So the worn daggers weren't going to do shit either. So like I get it. But he killed his first boss by himself, no party,
bare hands,
bare hands, solo leveling. Hey, you catching on? We're catching on. Solo level. Exactly. And then he got after he killed the serpent, he had a bunch more level up screens that popped up. So he's strong. Like, so I honestly feel like he's like level 20 at this point. Like, they don't show it in the rest of the episode, like exactly what level he ends up at, but he got several level up screens after he beat that serpent. And remember, he was on level 15 when he started fighting it.
Yeah, but he was on level 15. He beat that boss, okay? And he got a weapon.
He got 2 things. So he got 2 things.
The weapon he got was a C- ranked weapon. I think he higher than 20 if he getting C- shit, bro. He might be that shit might have leveled him up like 10 points, bro, for being that boss.
I am wondering what like the correlation between those rankings and the leveling system, how closely those are. You know what I mean? because
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're
I
saying.
no no
I
no
mean, think of
granted
it as a game, though. Think
granted
of it
I
as a
agree
game,
with
though.
you. I agree with you. I think he's
Mhm.
a C rank hunter right now as well. And I'll get into that. I'll get into why I think that here in just a second. But I also think he's a C rank hunter. But that makes me wonder like what is this level cap that he can get to, and how that correlates to the ranks. Like, is level 1 through 10 an E rank, and then like maybe like 11 through like 20 or 11 through 18 is
Oh,
a
I get what
D
you're
rank.
saying.
Like how that correlates. I'm wondering like
Yeah.
how that correlates. But again, he was level 15 when he started fighting the boss. He got several level up screens, and he's able to wield a C minus rank weapon. Which, if you play games, typically you have to be above or around that level to use the weapon. So that would imply that he's might be at like C minus level rank at this point.
Yeah.
And that's actually even not even the reason why I think that he's definitely C rank at this point. So he beats the boss. He gets a notification that says he beats the boss. Um and it says the pop-up dungeon basically is gonna go back to normal. And it literally just goes
Mhm.
back to normal. And like he's in the subway, just like nothing's happened, bro. I
Mhm.
really was hoping that when they teleported him back to the real world, that there was just gonna be a bunch of like civilians in subways just like walking around him, and he just appears out
Mhm.
of nowhere, and everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like
What do you
what? Like
mean?
what's?" But I also understand why that didn't happen, and again, that's something we're gonna get into later in the episode. So he leaves the subway. When he leaves the subway, he sees a police officer. The police officer's like, "Yo, what are you doing? You can't be here." And then he sees his weapon. And he's like, "Oh, you're a hunter. Bet. I'll take you to where the fighting is." And Jimmy was like, "Yo, the fighting? What you mean?" He's like, and he finds out that there was a portal break. If you remember last episode, right before he went into his own dungeon, a new portal
Mhm.
did pop up. Now, this is something I want to talk about. Glad we're here. If you remember episode 2, when they were doing a little bit more deep dive into like the mechanics of the world, how long did they say before a portal break could happen?
A
You remember
week?
him?
A week?
A week. So the portal starts to open, but it takes a week before enemies from inside of there can come out to the real world, the IRL.
Unless niggas go in there, then they only have an hour before it.
No. So
Oh, that's
the
after it
hour
breaks
was
it. That's
when you
after it
beat the
breaks. Never mind.
boss.
Never mind. Yeah,
So you
yeah. When
beat
it
the
gets dark.
boss, and you have an hour to get out of it before it
It
closes.
could have been another. It could have been another portal. There's portals opening all over.
There's portals opening all over, but remember, like that was the portal that because last episode, like the guys was driving and like he veered off because he's like, "Oh, bro, this portal just popped up out of nowhere." I think it's the
Yeah, that is
same
true.
portal. I think it's the same portal. I think he's been in there for literally a week, bro, fighting.
Yeah, but he lost all his food, bro. There ain't no way he survived without eating. Without, you
I
know what
don't,
I mean?
bro, and that's why I'm confused because I don't, because you're right. Like all of his, and he mentioned that like, yo, all my food is gone. Like I don't, and for him to come out and there's already a portal break, and like not even just a portal break, like they have all the monsters taken care of except for the boss. So like
Hmm.
it's not like it just happened. Like like the fighting's been going on for a little bit.
I think we'll get
So
a time frame on
I
how
don't know,
long
bro.
he's
Like
in.
it from what they're saying, it sounds like my man's been in there for a week, which is crazy for
Yeah,
me to think, bro. So
if you're in there fighting for a whole week,
dog with and like you said, with no food. So
nothing.
the police officer is taking him to like where the fighting is, and he sees and again his perception again, like I think that's like the second most obvious skill set that he's been gaining as he's been leveling up, because he's like, yo, like I know it's from me leveling up because I absolutely know that boss is right over this building. I can feel it. So
Mm.
they get over to where the fighting is, and again that perception kicks in, and he's like, yo, that's the boss. He seems like a D rank dungeon based off of like what I'm feeling, and and he also can sense the magic levels of hunters, because
Mhm.
he's like, yo, like there's a whole bunch of weak ass niggas out here. I see eight. I think he said it was like 8 E rank hunters. There was like 2 D rank hunters and 1 B rank hunter. So 8 E rank whatever. One of the
Mhm.
D rank hunters was the tank that's been kind of been like tanking all the hits from the boss. That's why people aren't dead yet.
Mhm.
another D rank hunter or whatever, but then there's a B rank healer, and Lee is the healer. So the girl that was with him, that's been nice to him, that said, "Hey, I want to go out to dinner with you one day." She's there. She finally accepted, and that happened earlier in the episode. She finally accepted a mission, but she's still completely traumatized by the events of the temple, to where whenever she tries to heal someone, she thinks back to it, and it absolutely paralyzes her. And she's actually starting to get mocked for it as well, because they're like, "Yo, you're a B rank healer. Like, why aren't you doing anything?" And she tries to heal, and she starts freaking out. So, Jin Woo is kind of still in the background because there's a big crowd. I'm gonna let you know right now, if monsters started showing up in our world, I'm not in the crowd surrounding the monster,
pictures.
trying to take pictures and record. That's not me, fam. I'm gonna be in the crib, in a basement, in a panic room, something.
I'm leaving.
Bro.
I'm
Yeah,
leaving.
I'm not
We
there,
gone.
bro. I'm not there. So, but there's a big crowd that's kind of surrounded this fight, and you see the hunters kind of just getting dogged, bro. None of the attacks they're doing are really working. The tank is begging for more heals to make sure he can keep his defenses up. Bro, like they're struggle busting, and Jin Woo can see that they're struggle busting. He can see that they're struggling, and they're not able to really do anything. So, my man takes a step back, and he's like, "I got this." He didn't say I got this, but he said I got this. He says that he says, he's like, all they need to do is they need to break through the defenses of this monster, and then they'll be able to get him. He takes the broken longsword that he still has in his hand, not the fancy nice new dagger that's double the power of this longsword, because he did mention that as well. He takes this broken longsword and chucks the meanest fireball at the base with the sword at this golem skull. Absolutely shatters its defenses, and then everybody else is like, "Yo, the defenses are down! Attack, attack, attack!" And in seconds, the golem's defeated. But he leaves immediately. So this is something that we obviously learned from Jinwoo. He doesn't want people to know that he's not weak anymore.
Exactly.
And that's why I think that when they woke him up or brought him out of the dungeon, that no one was there, because then he wouldn't have to explain himself or like where he was or why he just popped up there. So
exactly.
He's going on this super secretive route where, because at this point everyone knows him as the weakest hunter of all time, but now he knows that that's not true anymore. He knows that he can get stronger, and that he is getting stronger, and that he's now out showing E and D rank hunters, like literally putting them to shame. So he is significantly stronger. He basically more or less one shots the entire defenses of I would say I think it's a D rank dungeon, because he got a C rank weapon from the serpent, and he specifically said that, "Yo, this golem is not as powerful as the serpent that I fought." He one shots the golem and literally starts walking away. Lee does see him in the distance walking away, but no one else really sees him at all. And he walks away, and that's the episode, man. And did I miss anything crucial? I don't think I did.
Nope. That was, bro. Man,
It's a good episode, bro.
Bro, from a mile away, it was like bink.
Bro, it was a mean throw, like for sure, dude. Like I told Ham when I got on, I was like, "Yo, Ham, the Dodgers need to make some calls, my guy. Dodgers need to make some calls, bro. You need a new pitcher." So
that boy.
That was the episode. We will continue on with Solo Leveling on Saturday when the episode drops. But dude, I'm kind of pumped, bro. It's getting even better. I feel like it's getting even better.
It's gonna be exciting to see how it goes now. What's he gonna, you know what I mean? Like how much time went by and how much leveling he actually really got up from defeating
They gotta say that, bro. They've got to tell me how much time was in there, because if we're going by the rules that they've said, like it's got to at least be a week. If that's the same portal, which I'm very confident that it's the same portal, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. All right,
maybe.
That's really gonna be it for kind of the news recap. Do you have any recommendations that you want to throw out? I have a non-recommendation, but no, I have a recommendation. If you are going to watch, and specifically the horror genre, if you are going to go watch a horror movie, please read what the movie's about. Because my nephew had me take him to see a movie called Night Swim, bro. That movie looks
Yeah.
cheeks, bro. It looks so ass. And I told him in the car, bro, like when I was there, I was like, listen, I'm gonna let you know right now, you had to tell me how this movie is. Because I watched the trailer and I read the description of it, and it looks like it is all of the horrible stereotypes that horror movies have built into one movie. And when he got out, he's like, yeah, you're right. It was kind of cheesy. I was like, I told you, bro. I told you.
But we know he was going there for a different reason.
We know. We're not gonna get into that, but we know.
We ain't worried about movies at that point. Let's just say that.
But any recommendations for you?
I haven't really watched anything this week. Like I said, I was working a lot and I was sleeping a lot, so I haven't really watched it. I watched Knives Out again, which I really like Knives Out. But,
Knives Out is so good, bro. It's so good.
Yeah. So other than that, no, I don't have any recommendations really yet. I'll make sure to watch something though.
What was it? Argyle comes out next month. Little spy movie. I know Katie's excited to see it, so we're gonna go watch it. Mean Girls comes out next month too, and that's one that she wants to watch, and I don't really want to watch, bro. Oh no, sorry, Argyle's next week. Mean Girls, technically, I think that's still next month. I think like Friday's like the 2nd.
Mean Girls looks.
Oh, is it already out? I thought that came out in February. Never mind. Yeah, Mean Girls. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, it was already out because we almost went to see that instead. We went and saw Migration. I was already sleepy, so don't take my experience for it because I did fall asleep. I was already sleepy though going into it, but Migration was good. Like the little bit that I did see, Migration was good. I liked it.
Lady D-Rain, stop saying weak movies. I swear, I will. Oh my gosh, stop! Nobody, no.
She said Madam Web. She said Madam Web. Madam Web.
Mean Girls, no. Argyle, no. Like no.
Madam Web's gonna be okay. Madam Web's gonna be okay. I'm putting positive vibes out there. Madam Web is gonna be okay. Madam Web is gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Ham, stop it, Ham. We need Madam Web to be all right. We need it to be all right.
Niggas have one all okay movie, and that's Venom 1. Venom 2.
We need it to be all right. Stop it. We need it to be all
booty cheeks. They pushed their other movie a year back. There's a reason for that.
We need it to be all right, Ham. We need it to be all right. I liked it, but King was they did have like the chef was like
I want to see that Orion one on February 2nd. That comes out this week.
Orion,
remember the animated one on Netflix?
The animated, the Netflix because it's on Netflix though, right? It's not going to theaters, right? Yeah. Orion also, and the night or something like that.
February 2nd, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Hulu.
Yes. I like Lord better chill. Madam Web is gonna be all right. If I keep saying it, maybe it'll become true. Madam Web is gonna be all right.
No. That's not how it works.
Madam Web's gonna be all right. All right, but guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Lady D-Raid, obviously it's a ghost. We saw Breezy, we saw G Baby. We saw I think I may have seen Jazz early in, I think maybe. Did I see Jazz? We saw Yamis Sunny woke up, you know. You love to see it.
Jazz out later.
Oh yeah, we cussed Jazz out then. We definitely cussed Jazz out. Guys, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. We will be back. He didn't say it Friday, and I don't know why he didn't say it, but I'm gonna say it today because we have plans for another Hams Declassified coming this week.
I was literally about to say it's about to be a jam-packed weekend next weekend.
You didn't say it on Friday when Bird was like, "Yo, what's coming up? What's coming up?" So I didn't know if you was hiding it or not. But we
gotta wait till Sunday.
We don't have to.
Yeah,
we don't have
I'll wait. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So we do have another Hams Declassified episode. I'm not gonna tell you who it is. Because that I'll leave that up to him if he wants to tell you who it is.
Listen, we got buzzing on Friday. Saturday's Hams Declassified is gonna be a preview about a topic we are definitely gonna be talking about on RNG on Sunday. So it's gonna be a weekend of a specific character.
Full weekend.
Full weekend
guys.
of a specific character.
And then obviously so buzzing Friday, Hams Declassified Saturday. more RNG Sunday. So you guys have a full week of us. But again, we will catch you guys next time. Thank you for showing up. We love you. I'm going to hit this ending scene, and I'll see you guys next time.
RNG? I don't even know what that means. No one knows what it means. It's nice. Gets the people going.
Random news. RNG. TGP.
TGP
Random news
presents.
generator. RNG. RNG. Real nigga
black.
games. Random news. RNG.
Black.
Random number generator. RNG. Real nigga games. RNG. TGP. Random news. Random news. RNG. Random news.
Real nigga games.
Samurai Black. D-Ring.
Random numbers.
TGP. RNG. Random news.